It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. The action tonight will be happening out in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will be going up against the New York Knicks. A good roll continuing right now for the Knicks. The results have been excellent for them over the first half of the season. And it has to be said, they're not showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon. And Chris Paul will be in action tonight, and no doubt he is one of the best in the game. There are a lot of great point guards in the league, but Shaq, is he still the most complete point guard, would you say?
I would say yes. He makes his teammates immensely better with his on-point passing. Ernie, he still showed us the last playoffs that he can still hit that clutch shot.
Yeah, I still say he's one of the best on-ball defenders and basketball hawks at his position. Great all-around guard, great all-around player, and probably, I would say, one of the best leaders other than LeBron James in the game.
Let's go courtside. What do you say? Kevin Harlan has got the call.
We're coming at you from the Staples Center in beautiful downtown Los Angeles as the Clippers prepare to take the floor. The Knicks swing into this game as part of their continuing road trip. Pretty much the heart of the NBA season, and reflecting on how they've been executing, it has been solid.
Well, this team is a lot of fun to watch. Everything seems to be going their way, but they're making their own breaks now. They're taking advantage of situations and opportunities, but they're doing everything right at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, and they've been putting on a clinic. I mean, as fun to watch as any other team in the league. And with the calls and bounces that have gone their way, you really get the sense that this is their time.
And so off the tip, it's New York. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And New York, looking at who they've got. Mack, he's in at the point. Kevin Seraphin is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony. And it's Aflalo in at the shooting guard position.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now here's Paul, defended by Mack. Passes it to Aldridge. Paul kicks to Pierce. Shot clock at 6, and he gets the bucket.
Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Suns in Phoenix.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
Here's Crawford following the basket by Freak. From the top of the key, hits the front of the rim and out.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
On defense, New York. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Crawford drives in, got a piece of it. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Freak. Max got his third assist on the night.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%, can't do better than that.
Now here's Paul. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Crawford's shot is good.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Count the bucket. 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Out left to the wing. Paul kicks to Jordan. Stolen by Serafin. The Knicks leading by 6. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Porzingis. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Good. Serafin's got his first 2 points of the night.
Wow, what a game for them so far. Very impressive. They haven't missed yet.
Paul with the ball. Out defended by Freak. Shoots off the step back. They get it back. Short, and it's denied. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Paul outside. Deep 2 from Crawford. The Clippers keep it alive.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Mack, no luck.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Sinks the triple. Paul's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to speak with head coach Doc Rivers. He said a big part of this game will depend on how well they can slow down Carmelo Anthony. He added with his size and shooting ability, he can score inside and out. We're going to try a couple different coverages and show him different looks over the course of the game to try to keep him off balance. And guys, I guess we'll see how it works. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Paul dishes to Aldridge. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. That's good.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Outside Anthony. Now here's Freak, defended by Paul. Back to Anthony. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Paul. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Pierce. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Pierce has got his second bucket of the night.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him. They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Now here's Paul. There's the 3. Rebound by Anthony. Kicks it to Mack. Back to Anthony. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
A good night for Carmelo Anthony. Already up to 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Clippers trail by 7. Crawford kicks to Paul. Paul can't get that one to fall.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on it.
And that one's good. And that's 12 points for Carmelo Anthony.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
up some stats here for Pierce. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. Averaging about 18 points per.
Fantastic.
And the Clippers making a change here. Redick is checked in. Clippers trail by 9. Paul kicks to Aldridge. He feeds it to Pierce. Pass to Paul. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Aldridge. Jordan trying to free himself up. A shot's good from Aldridge.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
High arcing shot, no good. Jordan with some nice D. LA is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Got that one up quick.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
Anthony, the pass to Matt. And no good as it rattles out.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And the players on your screen now have been experts with the ball in their hands for the last 10 games, leading the small forward position in assists. Third is Carmelo Anthony.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. Very unselfish players at a position where you don't see a lot of offensive facilitating.
Yeah, you know, these guys are really more than capable of going it alone if the situation calls for it, but they much prefer to have everybody involved in the offense, and they go out of their way to try to make that happen.
And here is Los Angeles now. 7-point differential. And Sloan kicks to Pierce. Jordan sets the pick for Pierce. Pass to Redick from 12 feet out. That's short off the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And that one's good. Brooks.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here's Sloan. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Clock at 6. Pierce against Anthony. Los Angeles with another miss. The Knicks leading by 9. Brooks dishes to Mack. And it's sent back from Tallenberg. Sloan passes to Redick. He kicks to Dallenberg. Here's Sloan. Drops in the tray.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Brooks outside. Lopez a screen on Pierce. Anthony, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Sloan. The shot is off. Anthony with the defensive effort. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Mack. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 8 points for Freak.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
In the action, let's look at the stats for Redick. 13th in three-point field goal percentage, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring with offensively.
And nobody's able to guard him out there. I mean, defenders have been trying to get physical with him, but it doesn't bother him. He just shrugs it off.
Now here's Pierce. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. And Sloan kicks to Redick. Releases. Los Angeles with another miss.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Here's Mack. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Mack's got 10.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Here's Sloan, guarded by Mack. Jordan the screen. Redick with the three. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Anthony's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And there's the foul. It's on Donald Sloan. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Kennedy's checked in for the Clippers. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter of the game. And Mack kicks to Sanders. And stolen by Jordan. Cannon, that's a two-pointer. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Cannon's got his first points of the night.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor.
The West is shaping up. Taking a look at the Clippers, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, there's the Pelicans, right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And right now for the Clippers, they had plenty of doubters before the season started, but I can't imagine there's anybody out there that's taking them lightly anymore.
There better not be. I mean, if anybody still is doing that, they haven't been watching this group play. I mean, this is a dangerous team.
D'Alembert with the screen on Sanders. Sloan dishes to Redick. And it's sent back by Lopez. Redick passes to Jordan. Here's Sloan. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Sloan's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. 46 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And Mack kicks to Anthony. And the pass to D'Alembert. Sanders with the steal. Brooks dishes to Mack. 8 feet away. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against a definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
With 4 seconds on the clock, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
For New York, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Mack.
All day.
Both good from the line that time. And that does it for the first quarter. Knicks lead by 8. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the of their roster. So important for any team. When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of a asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Crawford out there with Cole Aldrich. And it's Dallenberg in at the 5. Roman the paint. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves played just phenomenally. He had 35 points, and as he had the typical big game assist-wise, finding open men to come away with a healthy assist total, too. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
The Knicks leading by 10. O'Quinn, the pass to Anthony. And the shot is good. Anthony's got 16 points.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Now here's Crawford. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Phoenix.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates. Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Paul kicks to Crawford. Dallenberg with a screen on Anthony. Crawford, no luck.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
Mack dishes to O'Quinn, and the layup's good off the glass. O'Quinn's got his first points of the night.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Attention, Staples Center, please give a big round of applause for your Spirit Dance team.
Teams live and die by the 3. Let's check out the best. Number 1, the Knicks. 4th, the Clippers.
Well, I tell you what, Kevin, both of these groups of guys can knock down the triple. I mean, they are deadly from behind that arc. Great shooters who don't feel like they need to rush their shots. They're always comfortable casting up those three-pointers.
Pierce is checked in for Dallenberg. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Lopez is checked in. Pierce with it. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Now here's Anthony. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Minnesota.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Got a piece of it. Here's Pierce. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Pierce has got 6. The Knicks leading by 13. Lopez kicks to Mack. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. He had a nice open look right there.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. It's Redick on the wing from outside the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. He's got 5.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Mack. Here's Aflalo. Finished off the break. Aflalo's got 6 points. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And stolen by Aflalo. Right wing. Here's Mack. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Releases from 15. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance. It's Pierce with the drive. Sinks that one from the post. Pierce has got 4 this quarter. New York leading by 14. Freak with it. He's picked up by Paul. And Mack kicks to Aflalo. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. Here's Aldrich. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And, Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Anthony.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Carmelo Anthony. First in shooting percentage, 6th in scoring, and such a great distributor and decision maker, among the top 10 in assists per game.
Yeah, and you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Anthony. Jordan, he's checked in for the Clippers. Donald Sloan comes in for J.J. Redick. And then for New York, Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Larkin in for Aaron Aflalo. So Anthony nails both of them. Now here's Paul. He dishes it to Jordan. The feed to Pierce. The shot no good. So New York will take it the other way.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
For New York, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
The first one falls.
Terrific game for Freak. He has 15 points and 13 assists. The assists have been coming for him, along with putting some numbers up from the foul line, too.
Yeah, I love the unselfishness and then also the tremendous focus that's been on display.
And Mack drops them both.
They've done better at the line this quarter. Right now, they're at a good percentage.
Clippers trail by 18. Paul kicks to Pierce. Fires from 14. Again, Pierce missing. Knicks shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Freak with it. Chris Paul covering. Mack, good.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
Aldridge the pass to Jordan. The kick out to Pierce. Clock at 6. The fader. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pierce. Cannon is checked in for Paul. And then for New York, Sanders comes in for Robin Lopez. And Brooks subbed in for Mack. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Larkin dishes to Carmelo. Feeds it to Larkin. At the elbow, Sanders. The dish to Seraphin. Just 5 to shoot. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Seraphin's got his second bucket tonight.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Cannon. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Good on the three-point shot. Cannon's got his third basket of the night right there.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Anthony kicks to Brooks. Dishes to Seraphin. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Seraphin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Here's Cannon following the score by New York. Pass to Pierce. Kicks to Cannon. Back to Pierce. They set the pick. That's good. Pierce has got 10.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Anthony. 24 points for him. Teardrop shot. The Clippers grab the miss. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. For 3. Sloan shot is off. The Knicks leading by 21. Shot from the wing. And it's good off the back rim and in. Los Angeles has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. There's the pick. Cannon kicks to Pierce. Jumper off the screen. It's rebounded by New York. Sanders has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Larkin. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Just 4 to shoot. The Knicks rebound. Los Angeles has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. New York shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Out to Anthony. This one for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Cannon. Pierce with a wide open look. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Pierce has got 12 points in the game.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Larkin, the pass to Brooks. Anthony left side. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists now in this one. 1:05 left now here in the second. Jordan the screen off the pick. The shot by Pierce will not go.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
.35 seconds left in the first half. Here's Sloan. He's got 5. Pulls up on the wing. And the rejection by Sanders.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And for the Clippers, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Here's Cannon. They set the pick. He feeds it to Sloan. From the arc. The shot is off. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Knicks running away with it. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, you've been consistently able to find the open man through the first 2 quarters. What have you seen that you've been able to exploit in this defense?
All of it, really. I mean, I see the whole defense as something I can exploit. Man, honestly, I got them running around like a chicken with his head cut off right now. I'm just having fun like it's a pickup game at this point.
Well, thank you for your time, Kevin. We'll see what the rest of the league has to say about that.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
Hey guys, great execution in the first half, but we still have a few things to talk about before we go back out there. Number 1, I love the teamwork we're seeing out of you guys. We're tearing them to shreds without passing at the offensive end. Let's keep that going and pile up those assists. I will point out that all the steals we got in that half as something we can build on. We pestered them with our D. That was great. And I'm taking the shackles off of you offensively. Let's open this up. Get the ball up the court as quickly as possible and see if they can keep up with us. Don't forget how dangerous this team is. No lead is safe against them. Let's not give them a chance to get back in it.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kurt Rambis. Matt in at point guard. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then there's a Afflalo, and it's Serafin in at the center.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Inside, Porzingis passes to Serafin. Can't get it to go. Jordan with some nice D. Clippers trail by 21. Crawford dishes to Ball, and it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Now here's Pierce. Jordan the screen. Pass to Aldridge. They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. And let's take a quick peek at the 2K leaderboard and the steal leaders from the point guard spot for the last 10 games. Freak is second.
And all those swipes have come for him because of that endless energy with which he plays on the defensive end. I mean, whoever he's guarding, he sticks to them like glue on the perimeter.
You know, for many point guards in this league, defense is an afterthought. He's not one of those guys. I mean, he puts as much into his D as he does into his O's. And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Free throw good, Mack. And Mack drops them both. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Now here's Paul, covered by Mack. The drive by Paul, and that one's good. Paul's got 4 this quarter.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Freak with it. He's picked up by Paul, and Mack kicks to Anthony. Here's Serafin. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Paul's got his 3rd rebound tonight, and the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Crawford passes to Paul. Back to Crawford. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists tonight. The Knicks leading by 19 points. And stolen by Jordan. Outside Pierce. Drops in the layup for 2. Pierce has got 14 points for the game.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Mack dishes to Aflalo. And stolen by Jordan. Here's the break. Here's Crawford. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. This is his first chance at the line tonight. First one falls for him. A different look for the Clippers. Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Aldridge. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Paul Pierce. And so Jamal Crawford nails both of them. And here's Freak. He's got 20. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Anthony. He kicks to Mack. And the pass to Porzingis. The 3 ball. Mack, no luck. Here's Los Angeles now. A big stretch here going 10-2. Redick. It's blocked. Here's Paul. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
Paul having a good one. 10 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Kevin Serafin. And both free throws good from Paul. Now, Freak. His scoring average of about 32.5 points a game tells you all you need to know about how dangerous a player he can be. A nice shot by Porzingis.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
Attention, Staples Center. Please, a big round of applause for your Spirit Dance Team.
And a chance here to see where the Clippers sit in the NBA statistically right now. Second in scoring, second in assists, and they're the #2 field goal percentage team in the league. This is a team that has really grown in that area, taking good shots and knocking them down.
And you talk about scoring. Tough to beat a team that can fill it up at all levels. Every time you get a bucket, they're coming right back at you with one of their own.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. 17-foot shot on the way. Anthony against Jordan. Anthony kicks to Mack. Lets it go from 11. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Mack's got 22 points. Clippers trail by 17. Paul outside. Jordan at the elbow. They set the screen. Crawford, no one around him. Los Angeles with another miss. For New York, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Porzingis. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, just look at that lead. Both ends, they have been the team in control.
Yeah, and they put the fans simply on mute. They've not had anything to cheer about, and they've been silent.
New York leading by 17. Freak with it. Chris Paul covering. Outside Anthony. He dishes it to Mack from outside the arc, and that one's good. Mack's got 25 points.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Paul kicks to Redick. Paul passes to Redick. There's the feed to Jordan. Paul outside. Jordan dishes to Redick. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. 5 on the clock. In the corner, it's Crawford. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Crawford's got his third basket of the night. And Mack kicks to Aflalo. Mack the pass to Aflalo. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Aflalo's got 10 points in the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area. Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Execute it to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the dunkie. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
The shot by Redick, no good.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint. Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Anthony kicks to Mack. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 6 assists in the game.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Here's Jordan. And so he draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot 2. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Sanders comes in for Porzingis. And it's Brooks in for Carmelo Anthony.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Here's Dallenberg, and he gets the bucket. Dallenberg's got his first points in this one. The Knicks leading by 17. And Sanders kicks to Aflalo. And a miss there on the triple. Los Angeles has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Now here's Freak. He has 29. Feeds it to Aflalo. Inside. Here's O'Quinn. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul.
The Knicks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for O'Quinn. So, for the Clippers, Donald Sloan comes in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Cannon in for Paul. And so O'Quinn nails both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now, here's Redick. He's got 5. And stolen by Aflalo. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And Brooks gets it to go.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move.
Cannon kicks to Dallenberg. Now the dish to Sloan. Passes to Cannon. Jordan the screen. Redick with the 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Freak. Aflalo dishes to Mack. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Sloan kicks to Jordan. Pass to Sloan. Brooks grabs the board.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Here's Cannon. He's covered by Mack. And Sloan kicks to Jordan. Here's Sloan. Brooks covering. Shot clock at 5. Dishes it to Sloan. Off target with his 3.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Now here's Freak. Covered by Redick.
Move the ball.
To the middle. Ball's knocked loose. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Redick's got the ball. They get it back. Nice shot by Dallenberg. Dallenberg has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. But spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. Number 1, the Knicks.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Aldridge comes in for Jordan. And it's Pierce in for Dallenberg. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for New York.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Seraphin, no good on the free throw.
When you're hot, you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Seraphin. He has 8 points, and what a tear he's been rejecting shot after shot.
Clark, he has owned the paint.
Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Mack, the pass to Sanders. Here's Serafin. Misses off the left iron. Clippers trail by 16. 1:43 left in the third quarter. Shot's good. Cannon's got 12.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Now here's Serafin. He's got 8. And the Knicks miss again. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The Clippers have been coming through at the charity strip. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
The baseline J. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists now tonight.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Here's Sloan. 5 points in the game. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. There's the screen. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Aldrich, no good. The Knicks leading by 13. Kicks to Brooks. Back to Sanders. Here's Mack. Offensive rebound. There's 25 seconds left here in the third quarter. Deep 2 from Brooks. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Brooks has got 12 in the game.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Here's Cannon, covered by Mack. Cannon dishes to Sloan. From deep. Offline. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Knicks, up by 15. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And so here is New York. Crawford out there with Pierce. Then it's Donald Sloan. Then there's Cole Aldrich. And it's Paul in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Outside, Pierce. Off target from three-point range. New York leading by 17. Here's Larkin. Here's Mack. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Here's Sloan. The three-pointer off the mark.
1 made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Unloads from 9. Mack, no luck.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that. Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Larkin kicks to Anthony. He feeds it to Mack. Tries it from 19. No good off the front iron.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Beyond the arc. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got his 7th assist in the game.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Now here's Paul. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Pass to Aldridge. Lopez with the steal. Pushing it up. Shoots from the right block, and he knocks down the jumper.
Really a heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the break.
Rapid-fire basketball at its best. Boom, 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 bang.
Now here's Paul. Outside Pierce. And the jumper is on the mark.
Looks like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
The Knicks leading by 20. And Mack kicks to Lopez. And the shot is good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Paul passes to Sloan. He kicks to Pierce. Connects from three-point range. Pierce has got 5 points in the quarter.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. The drive by Paul, Aldridge, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Clippers, Cole Aldridge. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That one misses. New York leading by 18. And Mack kicks to Anthony. Makes it off the glass. Anthony's got 30 points.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Now here's Paul. He's guarded closely. Pierce for 3. The shot is off. So New York will take it the other way. Anthony dishes to Mack. Back to Anthony. And again, New York with the triple.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Now, Freak following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. Mack, good.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
Yeah, no doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
And it's blocked by O'Quinn. And the pass to Anthony. Jacks up a 3. Mack, no luck. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Paul kicks to Aldridge. They need this. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
I love the low post attack on that one.
The Knicks have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Paul can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Freak. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Personal foul. At the line for the Clippers, Freak, taking 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Matt. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Samuel Dalembert, who's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Henry Sims comes in for Cole Aldridge. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Paul Pierce. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Jones checked in for Anthony. And Mack drops them both. Rivers with it. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
He dishes it to Dallenberg. Now here's Rivers. And the shot is good.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Thornton. Oh, Quinn can't hit.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Crawford, no luck.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Knocks down the 10-footer. Crawford's got 9 points now in just the second half. Larkin kicks to Jones. The feed now to Larkin. New York moving it around. Passes it to Porzingis. All alone. And the jumper falls for him. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Thornton. Pulls up on the elbow. No luck.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
Mack, good.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Now here's Thornton. Hands it from downtown.
I like his composure there under pressure as he was being double-teamed. Terrific pass.
Larkin, the pass to Porzingis. Feeds to Mack. Here's Jones. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
Crawford drives in. Here's Sims, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Henry Sims. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the Clippers making a switch here. Cannon's checked in. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for New York. Brooks comes in for Mack. And he's good on the second. New York's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Larkin kicks to O'Quinn. Brooks with no one around. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And the Clippers miss again. New York's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Larkin dishes to Serafin. And O'Quinn kicks to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Screen by Dallenberg. Cannon, the pass to Thornton. Here's the floater. Here's Larkin. Outside, Jones. There's the screen. Larkin dishes to Serafin. And that one's good.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
The Clippers shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. Cannon kicks to Thornton. The dish to Rivers. Launches it. Knicks with the rebound. Here's Larkin. Brooks outside. Pass to Serafin. Baseline J on the way. Can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Brooks, the pass to Larkin. Back to Brooks. Dishes it to Serafin. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight, Clark, they had both.
They sure did. I mean, the ball was moving and guys were knocking down shots.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for a Freak. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
And so here is New York.
Move the
The
ball.
Clippers getting the bucket.
Too much.
Brooks for 3. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Tremendous output from Brooks. 16 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Brooks. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Here's D'Alembert, a tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Here's Larkin. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, plenty of assists for you tonight. The ball was changing sides of the floor. How fun was it for you tonight to keep setting up your team?
Oh, it was a blast, Doris. To me, there's no greater feeling of accomplishment on a basketball floor than when you make a perfect pass to a teammate, set them up for an easy score. To get that and win like tonight, that's amazing.
hard to doubt it was a job well done. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. He just put it completely out of reach in the fourth quarter. It was as if he was saying, okay, enough fooling around. I'm taking over now.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
He was completely in sync with the whole team tonight. And you can see that in the assist numbers, which were spectacular, I might add. It's hard to imagine him having a better night passing the basketball. Man.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.